Hello and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. And today we're going to talk about secondhand items, water preps, food preps, Walmart. Yes, Walmart. Please like and subscribe. Always could use more subscribers. Please tell people about my website and let me know. And there goes Tamra, my partner. She's coming
Hello.
by. There she is. Wave at the camera. You're going to cut your head off any
I'm gonna
second.
drink my coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog is downstairs. Bucky the Wonder Dog.
No, he came up here, didn't he?
No, no, I don't see him.
Bucky.
He's not anywhere around. Okay,
Bucky.
now getting back to what I was saying.
Come on, here he comes.
Yeah, oh, here comes Bucky the Wonder Dog. See, there he is. Come here. Come here, Bucky. Come here. ah, aha. There's Bucky the Wonder Dog. Say hi to the people. Hey, I'm a wonder. Sometimes. All right. Yeah, we have a cat too. Her name's Ginger. I talked about pet supplies last month when I did a video. So, let's go with there's Ginger.
Hi.
She's the terror. Bucky's the Wonder Dog. She's the terrorist kitty.
Yeah.
And that's because she loves you in one moment and she wants to rip you apart in the next moment. So
she sure does.
She can't keep up her mind.
Hi.
Make her mind. There you go.
Bye.
Bye.
Picture of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on TV.
All right. As you can see behind me, there are flavored waters. There's the bubbly from Walmart. And there's also, let's see if I can get it. There you go. On top, there's some of that Coca-Cola coffee stuff. We actually like that. I thought it'd be nice to have something in to change it. And we also keep Hawaiian punch and also different flavors of soda that I buy when it's on sale. Besides water, as you can see here, the water, yay! Mostly we keep bottled water, but I do have some jerry cans down in the closet, 7-gallon ones, quite a few of them, and some 5-gallon and 4-gallon jugs and some 3-gallon jugs. I prefer the 3 gallons because they're easier to pick up. Well, I just recycled the ones in these two containers. That's why they're up there. We use them. I usually do it every year. All right. But, the bubbly's gone up quite a bit. I don't know. I'm going to see if there's other stores I might be able to get it cheaper at than Walmart. Walmart's kind of getting out of hand with their prices for stuff. I guess that's the best way to tell you. And I'll be going out tomorrow to do some more shopping. And I had bought 2 days extra worth of food. So I added that 2 days above my normal food. And the way I normally do food is we have about a year and 2/3, maybe 3/4. I think about 3/4. And I'm about 60 days short now. I just added 2 more, so that brought us up to 60 days to 65 days, short of 2 years worth of food. And what we do is we buy what we eat what we buy, and we rotate it, all the way from the pancake mixes to the meats to the canned meats and so on. And it overflowed from downstairs to up here. And of course, I have buckets of food and stuff like that too, and number 10 cans of the long range stuff. And I even have some of the freeze dried Mountain House stuff. Now that's kind of expensive. When I started buying it was $8.99, and it's now moved up to it was $10.99, and now it's $11.99 at Walmart here in Georgia, at the Walmart in our little town. Excuse me. I kind of got a little cold going on right now. Let me get a drink of coffee here. We also went to the secondhand store. And tomorrow I'll be going out again to go do food shopping, and I'll be picking up. These are the ones we're going to drink. I have to buy some, refill them, and I might even get a couple of extras. That way, we have more than what we start. Every time I try to refill, I always try to get a couple of extras of everything, including the water and that. So we keep adding to our supply and it keeps expanding. My goal would be 6 months worth of water. Um, but really, I mean, I think we got about 3 months right now, maybe 2.5 months. So once we hit three, it will be that. But with the food, it was easier because the plastic bottles, they kind of impart a flavor to the water after a while. So I don't like to keep them too long. And I rotate the water in the larger containers, the 3 gallon and the 7 gallon containers. And I've got some 4 gallon containers, but I don't have a lid for those that I can take off and put on. The lids they put on there are kind of more one time use lids, I've noticed. I get those at Ingles. But anyhow, here's some stuff we got from tools. I took them off my list. This is loppers when we get a piece of property, and I use them around here on some of the bushes they got. They're people who do the what would you call it? The landscaping here aren't too good. It's like I got a couple of rose bushes, and their bush grows into my rose bushes, so I chop it off. And so here we go. And so I paid what was it, $4.50 for this. They're not. They were actually sold for $8.86, according to the price tag, as you can see, $8.86. Um, right now, those same things at Walmart are like $29. These here, they were only $3.20. So 50 cents, excuse me. I was reading it backwards. But anyhow, these are loppers for the tree branches. A little larger stuff than that other thing. The other thing's more for bush trimming and pruning and stuff. Uh, Later on, I want to get a tree limb puller, and I have lots of tools. I need to get a maul. I need to get. I need to get a what would you call that? Post hole digger, and one of those things that slam down the posts. So my goal is to get all the tools before we physically move out of the apartment, so that I have all the basic hand tools. And once I get the basic hand tools that I want, and electrical tools, then I'm going to move on to buying the kind of tools that that run on electricity but are rechargeable. I do have a jigsaw, but it has to run on a cord. And this year is the year that I'm going to buy tools, and I'm going to get electrical tools that are rechargeable. I want to get a saber saw, or a sawzall, I guess you would call it, and a circular saw, and a couple extra batteries for each one of those. And then I intend to buy, towards the end of the year, I intend to buy some solar panels and the charge controller and the connection to run down to some batteries, to a connection to run the batteries. And that way I can charge a couple of deep cycle batteries. I actually have one right now that's over here on the side of the stand. That's you can't see it because it's not behind me like the other stuff. It's off to the side over here on the left side. But it's got two 12-volt outlets. I used a gel cell battery, and I wired it up both to charge with a battery charger, a small one that's digital, it's automatic, and also you can use it to charge your car battery and stuff like that. But I put it in a plastic box, and I built my own little solar generator with two outlets. And usually what I do with the solar panels, I feed it into the charge controller, and from the charge controller down to the one of the outlets on the batteries. And through that outlet, and then even while that's going, I can use the other outlet to run to a panel where I have a few outlets for extra stuff. But it's getting old. It's needing to be charged more often. But anyhow, yeah, tools are great if you can get them used, especially if they're in good shape. Like these are the older, heavier duty tools. And you can see the prices. I mean, the hedge trimmers, I think they were like $29. The limb trimmer, that was like I think it was $18 the last time I looked, but I saw some in Walmart the other day that were close to $38. So prices go up. I'd rather pay $3.50 than pay um, $28 or 30 something dollars. I mean, just as simple as that. So some tools you can get used. I bought a few tools. I got a round shovel and a flat shovel that I paid, I think it was $18 for with fiberglass handles. I have two rakes for leaves, and we have a steel rake and a hoe. The hoe was bought new too, and I keep that in the storage room in the house that we got here of the apartment. We have a little storage room. It's probably where these will go. They'll go on the outside. Sorry for the nose. It's driving me nuts today. I was pretty sick yesterday. Walmart. Let's talk about Walmart. Walmart is getting out of hand. You go in there, you buy something, and no, they can't ring up the price. They don't train their people good enough. They couldn't ring up the price. The only reason I go to Walmart is they're the cheapest place because this is low income budget prepping and survival. And I cannot afford to go to the higher price stores for everything. And I went in there and she couldn't ring up white onions. I decided to get white onions instead of yellow onions, but the tag wouldn't ring up. So she finally did it. And after she did it, it finally went through. But I didn't realize until I was ready to pay for it that the white onions were put through um, as a cash item. And I was paying with food stamps. You know, being on a fixed income, I try to buy stuff and it may not sound like much, $3.21. And that was with the taxes here, 7 cents tax on the $3, brought it up to $3.21. So I already, her whole attitude was you can go take care of it at the customer service. So I went to the customer service and we're seeing if they could put it back on my card and then charge it to my food stamp card. That's all I wanted them to do. The lady there said, well, we're sorry, but we can't do that because you needed to have taken care of that at the stand, at the checkout lane you went through. Now, I did go through a checkout lane for where they had a person to check my food out because I do not do the self-checkouts. Those are insane. And half the stuff doesn't work right. I got a call for help. Plus, I'm hearing all this stuff about how they're harassing people and bringing charges against people because they think that you deliberately didn't put something on there. Now, I'm an honest person. I'm overly honest. And it really bothers me that I have to be afraid to use the self-checkout because I might get in trouble and have a problem. I don't want a criminal history. I mean, I have no criminal history. I used to work in law enforcement in the military and on my own, and where I lived on the West Coast, and I did private contracting security, and I have a perfect background. And it just really bothers me that I got to go through all this stuff and worry about stuff all the time, especially just to go shopping. Maybe one day when I'm better off, which I keep hoping for, I'll be able to go to Ingles and do all my shopping and pay the little extra that they want instead of trying to get everything as dirt cheap as I do. So they frustrated me. And sometimes when I go into the pharmacy, I'll go in there. My partner Tamara, she's got a lot of medical problems and she takes, 13 different pills. Some of them are very cheap, some of them are very expensive. And we're supposed to get them in the generic and at the reduced amount. Walmart offers the $4 pills, and stuff. Well, I'm always having to deal with the doctor, having to deal with Walmart's pharmacy because I'll get there and A, they don't have them, or B, they wouldn't cover them. One time I walked in there, they wanted me to pay $800 for something. That's not going to happen. That's almost her whole check. And we have other bills too, that you have to pay to live. So anyhow, it just gets frustrating. And, I go to Ingles for 2 of the pills now. And I think I'm going to be moving more over to Ingles. But I like to keep some stuff at Walmart because it's just easier to pick it up when I'm shopping there. But on the 11th of the month, like tomorrow, I'll be going in shopping at Ingles and I'll get some there. Well, anyhow, my time's about up. I try to keep my videos around 15 minutes. Remember to like and subscribe. And remember, if you're watching this, you are the resistance. Put some food away, put some water away. Buy American when you can. All right. You all have a great weekend. Talk to you later.